Guys, it is a brand new month, so of course I gotta get you guys ready for all of the sneakers that are going to be dropping. This month's a bit crazy. There's some mixed sneakers in there, some pretty bizarre ones, which we'll get into. So of course, like every month, we're gonna do a top 10 list of the most anticipated, most hyped sneakers that are dropping this month that you need to know about. Like every month, some of the release dates on this calendar are going to be subject to change. A lot of them seem to be pretty set in stone at this point, so that's a good thing. But of course, if there are any changes, just stay tuned to the channel or of course my Instagram and I'll keep you guys updated. With that being said, guys, let's get into the number 10 spot, and that is the Jordan 1 Volt. Now, I wanted to add this sneaker to the list just because of how different it is. I mean, hey, it's a Volt green Air Jordan 1. It does have the traditional color blocking. However, there are some really interesting things like the cracked leather. And this is something that we've seen on a couple pairs of Jordan 1s recently. Like, Jordan Brand is definitely experimenting with this cracked leather. Instead of having it all over the sneaker, they've just added it around the back, which I think is a really tasteful option. Now, this pair is supposed to be dropping on June the 11th. Now, nothing is loaded up as of right now, so it's definitely subject to change, but let's cross our fingers because that'd be a nice kind of mid-month release. The number 9 spot goes to the Jordan 4 Zen Master. Now, I believe this pair of 4s is going to be an EU exclusive. Again, nothing confirmed, nothing loaded up, but apparently the release date on this is June the 6th. So if that release date is correct, I expect raffles to start loading up very, very soon. Definitely a different pair of 4s by pretty much all standards, all over tie-dye, and it has this maybe canvas or nylon type material. It's definitely interesting and definitely should be on this list. June the 3rd, right around the corner, we've spoke about this one multiple times, and that is the MNVN Jordan 2. Now, there's a little bit of a mix-up. I don't really know what the hell is going on with this pair of sneakers. So for right now, here's the information that we have. It's loaded up on the EU and the UK Nike sneakers app for June the 3rd as a regular release. However, what I heard was apparently it's only going to be dropping via exclusive access on the Nike sneakers app out in the US. Now, of course, in the US, they should also have some other raffles and of course MNVN's website, but I think the Nike sneakers app is just going to be through exclusive access. Number 7, this is where we get into one of the crazier sneakers and more bizarre sneakers that are dropping this month, and that is the Yeezy 700 MNVN laceless. Yes, this is the next generation in the MNVN model. Just take out the laces. Now, unfortunately, on this pair of shoes, they've kept it with the phosphor colorway. I wish they added something different that we haven't seen before. Nevertheless, there are definitely some changes to this model, which I think could be pretty cool. Finally changed the color of the midsole from black, which we've seen on every other colorway, over to a white color. And then, as in the name, laceless, so they just took out the laces. Either way, this Yeezy should be dropping on June the 13th. The number 6 spot goes to the Tom Sachs General Purpose shoe. These are dropping on June the 10th, and I guess it's not a really fancy looking shoe. It's not even an amazing looking shoe in general, but that doesn't stop it from catching some of that Tom Sachs hype, and I think the idea and the concept of this sneaker is definitely interesting. It's just a sneaker collaboration that's solely focused on the general purpose of the shoe, the actual application of wearing this pair of sneakers, and I think that idea can definitely translate into not only a comfortable pair of shoes, but a really wearable and high quality pair of sneakers. I expect these to be relatively limited. We're gonna have to wait and see, but like I said, June 10th if you're after this one as well. Today's video is sponsored by Black Taylor. Guys, I'm super excited to tell you guys about Black Taylor because I've been wearing their cargos for a while and I'm a big fan. They've got a huge variety of styles to choose from when it comes to cargo pants. I'm talking skinny, regular, relaxed, baggy, whatever your fit, Black Taylor has it. One of my personal favorites is the X1 cargo. These things just look so good with a pair of sneakers. You can either button them up at the bottom or let them drape over the sneakers. It's more of a regular fit, so styled with a more relaxed outfit, I think looks insane. Another one of my favorites is the C9 cargo pants. These things fit incredibly well. They also have adjustable ankle areas, which I think is personally a great option when you're trying to show off your sneaker. Black Taylor even does some really cool jackets like this bomber, which I think looks insane. There's a bunch more that I like on there. It's really cool being able to talk about a brand that I've been wearing for a decent amount of time now. So if you want to elevate your style to get you started, I've got a discount code. Use Elliot Page to get 10% off your order. Now, once again, thank you so much, Black Taylor, for sponsoring today's video, but let's get back to it. All right, number 5. This one, Okay, after this month, if they don't drop this month, I'm not gonna add it to the top 10 list anymore. You are banned. That is the off-white Nike Air Force One mid. Listen, these things were on my top 10 list last month and potentially even the month before that. So hopefully these things finally freaking release. Either way, apparently they're going to be dropping this month on June the 23rd. There's two colorways, a white and a black. They're crazy. A lot of people have mixed feelings about them, but we're not gonna spend too much time because again, these have been on 2 past month lists. So this is the final list they're gonna be on until they drop. Right, number 4 on the list is a double whammy of Yeezy, and of course it is the Yeezy 350 Onyx and a restock of the bone colorway. It's definitely interesting because we only just had a release of the Yeezy 350 bone, but hey, it's summertime. I'm sure everybody is trying to get their hands on a fresh, crispy, clean pair of white 350s. I personally have my pair. I love them. I think it's sick, but again, I'm a huge fan of triple white sneakers. Now, if you're not in the triple white space, well, maybe you want to edge over to the dark side because the Onyx colorway is a triple black 350 that I know people are going to go crazy for. Nothing too crazy, but definitely is going to be hype. And both of these are apparently going to be dropping on June the 20th. Right, before we get into top 3 territory, let me run you through a couple honorable mentions. There's not too many honorable mentions, so we'll make this nice and quick. Jordan 5 Green Bean already dropped out in the US on May the 28th. However, it's still upcoming here in the EU, and that is on June the 3rd. Jordan 3 Dark Mocha or Neapolitan, that's supposed to be dropping on June the 8th. I think it's already loaded up on the sneakers app. Keep in mind, this is EU only because you guys out in the US already had your release. And then finally, the Jordan 4 Canvas. Now, I really like this pair of 4s, but I don't have a specific release date for it, so that's why I chucked it in the honorable mentions. Either way, it's a clean pair, and I'm going to cross my fingers that it drops this month. In fact, we already saw a raffle up on End Clothing that happened in May, so hopefully they get their official release pretty soon, but these have been heavily delayed. Alright, top 3. We're going to kick it off with something that's only going to be dropping out in the US because we already got our release, and that is the Jordan 1 Stage Haze or Bleached Coral. So again, we got our release last month. This is going to be dropping out in the US on the 30th of June, right at the end of the month. This is a great pair of ones, super wearable. I personally love my pair. I definitely recommend it as a nice clean pair of ones. The number 2 spot goes to the Jordan 4 Infrared. These are going to be dropping on June the 15th. Again, I've already done a full review, so if you want to check that out before the release happens, feel free to do so. It's a nice clean pair of 4s. It's super wearable, and as we all know, 4s right now are popping off. Alright, the number 1 spot is no doubt going to be the most hyped that drops this month because, I mean, hey, everybody wants a pair of Yeezy foam runners. Now, luckily, we're going to have 3 different colorways that are going to be dropping. We have this new desert sand colorway, which kind of looks like the ochres. That's supposed to be dropping on June the 18th. However, the main 2, which I think a lot of people are going to be going for, is the all over black Onyx colorway. That is going to be dropping on June the 8th, and it's going to be accompanied by a restock of the sand colorway, which is personally my favorite pair of foams. Honestly, Confirmed app is still holding out on me. They have never given me a retail W of the freaking foam runners. In fact, nowhere has. So I'm really crossing my fingers, even though I'm at my wit's end and I may just give up on the Confirmed app. Good luck to everybody going for any of these sneakers on the list. But that is your monthly calendar. That's what you got to get ready for. I want to know down in the comment section, what are you most anticipating? What is your favorite sneaker that is going to be dropping this month? Let me know down there. But guys, that pretty much wraps it up. Thank you so much for coming through, hanging out for yet again another video. Thank you for liking, commenting, and of course subscribing. I'll catch you guys in the next one. But until then.